lot of times, you know, when you make these decisions to live for God, people be thinking, I'm on my way to another job, y'all, but people be thinking like the blessings are immediately, and they not. It's really not. I had somebody a few years ago, I had somebody giving me money every month. And I don't care over here, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, I don't care. I had somebody giving me money every month, and I wanted God to elevate me. But I knew I had two choices: to either keep letting this person give me money every month, or cut him off, cut this guy off, and cut all relationships off with anybody that I was dependent on versus me depending on God. So I chose to do that. I cut everybody off that I was dependent on more than I was dependent on God. And I needed the money, y'all. That's the other thing. I needed the money. But I wanted to prove to God that I wanted to take my relationships more serious with Him. And I just wanted to share this positive message with you guys. Don't think when you make changes in your life because you love the Lord and you want to follow the Lord that things gonna happen like that, because it's not. You're going to go through a season where it's going to seem like nothing is happening. And that's perfectly normal. What you have to do, though, is continue to keep your faith in God. My biggest thing is to prove God that I want this relationship with Him, that I can live right. I don't care what people think about me no more. And I know it's going to sound strange to some people, but who cares? You don't have a heaven or hell to put me in. Only thing you can do is judge me. Want a cookie? I don't care no more. That's my mind, you know? So I cut these people off. I cut this guy off. And I was definitely trying to figure out, you know, how I was going to get this money I needed. But I knew that I had to depend on God now. That's my GPS. Trying to make sure I'm headed in the right direction. But I knew I had to depend on God now. And I was willing to do that. But I just wanted to share this positive message with you guys. You got to be able to wait it out. You got to be able to keep your faith in God. It's not going to always make sense. But I'm glad I made them decisions, because things been going my way. Ever since I cut a dude off, I ain't even let him give me no more money. He thought, it was this one guy I was dealing with, so crazy. He thought that because I had access to the account, that I was using his money for me. I used my own money. Because I said, I'm going to depend on God to do things for me. I'm not dependent on no man I ain't married to no more. I'm done with all that. Nope. I'm going to depend on God. I'm going to let God take care of me. He always come through for me. I don't need you. I've always been like this since a child. I laugh. Because I remember I said this to somebody when I was a child, and they said, you're going to need somebody. The truth of the matter is, if you have God, you have all that you need. He will connect you with people and resources that you could benefit from. You ain't got to kiss no butt or nothing like that. You don't got to do that. None of that. Like, but when you take the extra mile and you say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and cut all these people off. For my ladies, I'm cutting all the men off I get money from, because I want to have a closer relationship with God. For my men, I'm gonna cut all my women off that I'm depending on to pay my bills, buy me cars, shoes, whatever these women and men be doing for y'all out here. I don't care. But when you finally step out on that, your blessing's not gonna be instant. You may not see things start to happen for you for another year or two. This is me telling you straight up the truth. See, a lot of times people get on here and I gave my life to God, and now my life just instantly gonna be better. And that's not how it works. I'm gonna tell you, that's not how it works. You're gonna go through a season of drought, a season of dryness, where it seems like nothing is happening, nothing is working in your favor. For my people that's trying to build financial freedom, it's going to seem like you can't get jobs for your business. It's going to seem like you can't get extra income to take off for you. All this is a part of the plan, though. Stick with Him. Stick with Christ. That's the best decision I ever made. That's the best decision I ever made, was just stepping out on faith and growing my my relationship with God. Because people want to just be people. And I'm going to tell y'all this. You make more money. You make way more money with your legs closed. See, nobody tell you that. And with your clothes on, this for my men and women. You make way more money. I'm like, wow. Nobody tell you this. I'm like, wow. It takes longer to grow the money tree, but you make way more money. You know, living with dignity and respect. I'm like, wow, man. I'm just glad that I've been on different sides of the coin. I know what it's like to do easy money, and I know what it's like to grind. Be abstinent. Keep the bar high. But when you go through this drought season, when you give your life to Christ, don't get discouraged. Don't think like, man, when I was doing this and that, I had money. I was getting such and such a week, a month. Now I'm losing my friends. I'm losing my family. It's detox, baby. It's a spiritual detox. Whatever's happening in the spirit manifests itself in the flesh. Just stay connected with God. Stay connected with God, man. I'm like, wow, it's such a reward just to stay with him. He's not going to have you out here looking stupid, y'all. For real. He going to have you out here looking good. Preparing tables in the presence of your enemies. All that. Like, all that. I'm like, wow. See, y'all messed up. Y'all let a young woman see she could come out here with her clothes on and make something of herself. All off the strength of God. My faith in God. Times get rough fast. Times get good fast. Times get bad, pray. Times get good, pray. Stay consistent with your relationship. We stay consistent in everything else. Everything else you consistent with. Why you not consistent with your relationship with God? I'm telling you, I just wanted to share this positive message with you guys. If you just gave your life to Christ and you may feel like, man, it's like my life is just, I did something good. Why it seem like bad things are happening? I'm losing friends. I'm losing family. The devil can only mess with people who their heart is not right to begin with. I used to get so hurt and mad when certain family members did certain things, but I say the devil get to use them because they're available. Let's be real. If they weren't available, he couldn't use them. If their heart was pure towards you, he couldn't use them. So I'm going to tell you the same thing. Don't be so hurt when people backstab you and family members spit in your face, and friends and whoever else. Don't know. And even your children, whoever it is, it don't matter. Just know the enemy could use them because they were available. And a lot of people are being used, and they right in the church being used by the devil. It don't matter who you are, what you think you about. If you are not spiritually in tune with Christ, the devil can use you to hurt other people. Nobody is exempt. Nobody's exempt from that, except for people that are spiritually in tune with Christ. So you can tell when your behavior is not aligned up with how God wants you to carry yourself out here. And most people are not, let's be real. Most people not out here thinking like that. Let's keep it real. They're not thinking, they're thinking about themselves, and that's not of God anyway. You got to be mindful of your speech. You got to be mindful of how you carry yourself out here. So don't take it to heart. But I just wanted to let you guys know, when you give your life to Christ, you try to do the right thing. You stop doing drugs. You stop sleeping around. You stop going to other resources to get money outside of God. You're going to go through a drought season. But it's just a spiritual detox. What's happening in the spirit is happening in the physical. Stay positive, though. Stay motivated. Get in your word even more. Now that you got more time, you need to get in your word more. That's it. Keep on fighting. When things get hard, pray more, read more, fast more. That's how you fight. We got to stay strong out here, my sisters and brothers. As I said, I'm on my way to a job. Trying to make something of myself like I do every day. But we got to stay strong spiritually. And the only way to do it, we got to keep reading and keep fasting, keep praying. Keep praying. Nothing is overnight in God. And God is not on our time either. Like, he ain't on the same time we on. And I'm so glad. But when he come through, it be quick. You be like, you better get ready. I'm going to tell y'all now. Don't make the same mistake I made. Don't make the same mistake I made. Get ready. Because I low-key wasn't ready for God to come through the way he did come through for me, man. You better get ready, man, because he coming. He gonna come through, but it's gonna happen so quick, and it's gonna be so overwhelming, like, you just want to just give him glory. But anyway, y'all, thanks for tuning in with your girl, Neat. Bossalini Neat from Ambitious Hustlers Pod. Stay motivated and keep the faith. Like, comment, and subscribe. I definitely want to know what you guys think about this video. Let's get it.